Hello, everyone. Today's tag is gonna be my ethnicity tag because I'm quite the multicultural, racial butterfly thingy-majigger. So basically, I don't know. I just feel like talking about this. Like, talking about this is kind of cool. So basically, with my race or nationality or whatever the fuck, well, I'm actually technically like nationality-wise, I'm American. So and race-wise, like background, like ethnic background is I have Native American, which is from the Sonora, Mexico, which is the Yaqui Indian tribe. I have Spanish mostly, and I have a little bit of Irish and German and Mexican. And I have the Yaqui Indian is pretty much Mexican as well, so that's what like that plus Spanish makes me like technically Mexican. So I have Yaqui Indian and Spanish, which is what most Mexicans who are light skinned are. So I have those things, and then I have a little bit of Russian, a little bit of Polish, and a little bit of Middle Eastern from like my dad's side, like way back, like Israelian, because you know Jews. My dad's Jewish, and Jews tend to be from the Israel, like in the biblical times, and I'm technically related to Moses, so that's pretty cool. I have biblical blood. So yeah, basically, so I'm Spanish, Native American, Irish, Mexican, German. What else did I say I was? Oh yeah, Polish, Russian, and Jewish. So yeah, and also like religious-wise, I'm Catholic because that's how I was raised. But I also believe in a lot of like Hinduism, Buddhism, Wicca, pagan, and yeah, like a lot of spiritual beliefs. But I also do like to wear crucifixes, and I do believe in God. But I also believe in Greek mythology religion because I believe in multiple gods sometimes. Well, most of the time, yeah. I believe in like multiple gods. I guess I have a very strange religion. I guess it's like mixed with a little Catholic, a little bit of Greek mythology, a little bit of Hinduism, Buddhism, and Wiccan, like the witch beliefs, and pagan, which is like what Wiccan is derived from. Kind of like how Catholic is kind of a form of Christianity, Wiccan is a form of paganism, and yeah. Also, some Native American have a lot of spiritual beliefs and stuff, like being one with nature and all that kind of stuff. So they also were like go Wiccan and pagan and kind of stuff. And there's this one thing called shamanism. It's like the very first religion of all time, I think. Shamanism. I forget what it's called. I read a book about witchcraft, and I remember reading about that. It's about being like spiritually connected with yourself, and it was pretty interesting. But I never got to past the first chapter because I'm really slow at reading and never really have time to read. And I was also in school at that time, in high school at least. Because I'm in college now, but I was like in high school, so I didn't have much time to read it. But what I did read, I did like it a lot, and I do like a lot of witchcraft and stuff like that. Because witchcraft can't just be like, I mean, there is negative witchcraft as well, but there's also very positive spiritual healing stuff, and it's very nice, and it's very like wholesome, and like makes you feel very good about yourself and nature and stuff like that. But yeah, basically my ethnic tag is American, European, and Middle Eastern, so yeah. And also a little bit of Mexican from my Native American side. And yeah, and I can make racial jokes with just about any race now because I'm multiracial. I can be like, yeah, well, you know what, you fucking whatever and whatever. I mean, I can technically say Mexicans are lazy and perverted, and I'm lazy and perverted, so it's technically true. So whatever. And I always make fun of Mexicans because it's fun, and I'm part Mexican like a fourth, so it's okay for me to say I'm not technically being racist. I mean, it's not really nice, but it's not like I'm being racist or anything because I'm technically part of that from my grandmother's side, from my mom's side. So yeah. Sadly, she's dead, and she was like my favorite person who was like of that ethnic background because she was so cute and adorable. She's just sweet granny, and she would always make me so happy. She's the one who bought me my favorite toy that I showed you in my last video. She's the one who bought me this. And that's why I treasure it so much because it's from her. And yeah, so that's my ethnic tag. But I'm mostly Spanish and American, but like I said, also German, Irish, and all those other things. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And it's pretty cool. Every time I tell people my ethnic background, like, that's so crazy. And like if I tell like biblical people, like people who are like into the Bible, so I'm really most like, oh, like freaking awesome. That's so freaking awesome because they don't really cuss so much. Like, that is so really cool. That's awesome that you have Bible blood. And I'm like, I guess that's cool. I'm like, whatever. And Andy went to Catholic school, so I'm really impressed him with that. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. So me and Andy have some religious views similar. We have a lot of beliefs similar, actually. I guess he's more into the Catholic religion than I am, but I do have some Catholic beliefs because like I've gone to church a lot in high school. Well, like in 10th grade, I went to church a lot. I went through my huge like Catholic phase where I was like super religious and stuff. But then like shortly after, I still listened to black metal and kind of got into Satanism, but then I got out of that soon, like after I graduated high school, so that was good, I guess. But you know, I don't think I have beliefs from every religion, so I don't really have any like I don't really have any like what the hell, discrimination against any religion. Like I think all religions are pretty cool. I have like beliefs in pretty much just about every religion. I mean, for the most part. Like so that's cool. Religion is pretty fun. It's actually really fun to study it, like philosophies of religion. I actually like studying that a lot. So yeah. So yeah, hopefully none of you guys got offended by my racial jokes, because you shouldn't be, because I'm partially that, so you shouldn't be that offended. So yeah, that's my ethnic tag and also my religion tag and everything. So yeah. If you want to ask me more about my religious views, feel free to ask. I mean, I don't have like the most like, I can't really like explain it, but like, I mean, if you want to ask me like certain questions, maybe feel free to look them up. But if you want to ask me certain questions, maybe I can answer them, not with the smartest with religion, but I do like to study different religions. So if you have like fun facts about like, you know, different religions, feel free to like tell me religious stories or whatever, or spiritual occult stories or whatever, I guess you can say, like cult stories, religious stories. I love philosophies. I actually used to write philosophies a lot back in my early college years, like last year. In my fall semester, I wrote like, I had a journal and wrote like a bunch of like cool philosophies and stuff about like love and logic and all that kind of stuff. But I think I threw out the journal because like I got really mad one time and I just like blanked out and I threw it away because a lot of shit happened that semester. But yeah, so that's just about it. And hopefully I wasn't like bothering you guys with talking about like religion and ethnicity and all that shit. But yeah, all right, cool. So see you later, everyone.